I am one step closer to completing the rebuild of the cheapest Range Rover Autobiography in the UK, which I bought from the auction for only £6,450. And if you want to know how we got here, you have to go back and watch the previous videos because I am on a massive time crunch to reassemble this 5-litre V8 supercharged engine and get the car cranking. And as you can see, I've already completed the installation of the valves, stem seals, and I did a pressure test on the valves to confirm they're sealed basically. So I suggest we flip the engine and install the cylinder heads.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out.
So obviously this is a V8 engine, so we are building the engine this side here and then this side here, you know, shaping the V. However, everything we're building on this side will be from the L405, and everything we're building on this side, not just the cylinder head, like everything on top of it, will be from the L322. So the L322 will be joined with the L405. In the center is meeting the L405 parts. I hope my idea works, I really don't know. So apparently there is a chain that goes from here to those cams and another chain that goes from here to those two cams. The idea is for them to have a sequence where, so if the crankshaft pushing the piston up, the valve should close. We cannot have them clashing. That's what actually made this engine fail. If you don't know what I mean, you have to go back to previous videos where I showed you how the piston is completely damaged and how the cams hit the piston. What I'm about to do next is the most crucial point. If I get this wrong, we will have another engine failure. The stress level is extremely high, and since I have no experience in this whatsoever, and this is my first time, we'll see how it goes. In theory, the camshaft and the valves are in the right position where it should be. The crankshaft is also in the right position. All I have to do now is put the chain. To be honest with you, there's no way for me to test if this is right or not till I put the engine back in the car, I crank it, either runs smoothly or will explode and something bad happens.
The fire extinguisher.
No, because it's not a fire extinguisher situation. It's about engine parts flying everywhere. So let's see how it goes. So apparently now we have two options. We could put the engine back together, put it in the car, turn it on. But if the chains are not aligned properly like they should, the engine could explode. Or we could test it now. What do you think, Alex? I think The latter is better. Let's say now. So to test it, apparently we have to do 2 full rotation. That's crankshaft rotation. This bolt here, we need to turn it twice. 2 full rotation. We have to look at the cams in the back and be able to put these locking tool back. If we can put them back easily and it's smooth, that means we did it right. So this would be the first rotation. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it's moving. Okay, that's good news. Is everything moving?
The chain, yeah, and
Chain.
the camshafts as well.
The moving?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the flywheel.
This is first time ever. Let's do another rotation.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so I want to see now if this one fits in. It fit. Okay, this one is perfect. Let's try the other one. Okay, let's try this one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yes?
Yes. Okay, let's try the other one. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! We did it! Wow! We did it! We did it! Perfect! Since they all fit, we can carry on. Let's do it! I'm excited. Let's continue, let's continue. So while I'm torquing this, guys, remember to hype the video so more people can see this video. So now with the covers completed, what we need to do next is, I think the cover valves, I think the ones on the top, valve covers or in the rocker cover, valve covers or rocker cover. I think in the manual it says valve covers.
In the L32, I thought it's the inlet manifold, isn't it?
You know what? What is it called? The plastic piece on top, what's it called? Let me know down in the comment below, because I'm super confused right now. Anyway, let's install them.
I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall.
It has been few days since we worked on this engine now, and you know what? It's crazy. I'm just looking at this engine and it's massive, it's huge. It's a 5-liter V8. But the good news is we've got the parts, hence that's why there was a pause. But now let's continue with the front of the engine. We've got to put a pulley and so on. We've got a water pump and we've got all the water hoses, aluminium things that you guys have requested, new gaskets. Got sensors to put on. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as I am. So let's continue working on the engine. Aluminium is much shinier than plastic, I tell you that, and it's cooler. However, everything I'm using here, by the way, this part, it's actual genuine part. It's not like from eBay or Amazon or whatnot. This is real part. This was from the L322, not from the L45. The L45 had the plastic part, and I'm upgrading to aluminium. On the subject of tools, by the way, everything that I bought it from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in checking them out. I have not bought new spark plugs. I will be using the old ones for now. As soon as the engine turns on and it's all good, there will be new spark plugs. You know what? I'm not too worried because we have 16 spark plugs from both engines. So I'm sure we can harvest 8 spark plugs. And we have a new testing machine for spark plugs. Let me take it out and I'll show you. That experiment was extremely cool. Alex enjoyed it so much. She was like, wow, it's like a science lab.
Yeah.
However, we're not done yet. We have more testing, we have more machines coming up. Let's go home, we'll come back early in the morning and we'll crack on. It is a brand new day and I'm very excited today. We got a brand new machine. Link in the description if you are interested. Now, we could have easily bought new injectors from Land Rover. Each injector cost, actually I forgot, something around 250 per injector. 250 pound per injector. That would equal 2,000 something pound for all 8 injectors. But instead, I spent money on a machine to refurbish the injectors that we currently have. I mean, we have 16 injectors. Surely we can get 8 injectors out. Let me show you the machine. We can test, clean them, refurbish them, do the whole lot. Let's do it now. High-speed test.
So this is leakage test.
Nothing. So I'm putting a lot of pressure now, you see, but it's not leaking. Nothing is happening. There's no leak. That's really
good.
In the interest of time, I would like to install the supercharger while waiting for the injectors to be tested and maybe cleaned again. What an absolute beast. Look how big this engine is. It's looking good on the engine stand, but I may need to support it from the front just in case because it's super, super heavy. Maybe by the end of it, we could reach at least half a ton, maybe more. It's super, super big. I can't reach like here. Wow. It's amazing. I'm really looking forward to turning the engine on for the first time. And if you notice, the supercharger, because some people said you need to replace a part inside the coupler, I think it's been replaced because this is very tight. There's no movement, maybe just like that much movement, that's it. We are still testing the injectors. We're just making sure that I have the correct injector because imagine I have 16 injectors and some of them are damaged if you remember. So I need to just make sure that I get the right injector. We'll put them in. Fuel lines, few accessories in the front, like idlers and so on, electronics, and I'm really excited. So let's get it done all at once, really quick. Wow guys, I cannot believe it. We have completed another engine. This is our second engine, 5-liter V8. The first one was 3-liter TD-V6. This one is a supercharger and it's crazy how big it is. Alex is not happy though. She is saying the engine is not completed yet. And I'm saying it is completed. And she's like, where are the cables? Where are the wiring harness? Where are the pipes here? Where are the engine mounts? Where are the exhaust? And there's another set of fuel injectors I'm not in. And listen, this video is becoming massive. And these little things are extremely boring for me to show you. It's simple, plug this, plug that. So I will do it maybe behind the scenes or whatnot. And I'm extremely tired. We have been pushing it extremely hard this weekend. We have been here since 4 o'clock in the morning, yes. And now it is the next day, almost sunrise, yes. Okay? Yeah. So we have been here more than 24 hours and barely had some food, but we had a lot of coffees, I promise you that. 3 in 1, you know? Yeah. Coffee, Coffee Mate, and sugar. Yeah. If you have been enjoying this video, I would love it if you can subscribe and hype like we discussed. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.